So I woke up this morning with a message from a friend about how I was on this blog, and I went on it and I saw a lot of appalling messages. So I'm going to address this, and this is the only time I'm ever going to address this. Number one, I went on the blog and I saw it, and the title of the video was very misleading, so I understand where people are coming from. But then secondly, no one really, I felt like majority of the people on that did not watch the video. Because if you did watch the video, you will try to comprehend a simple information. And then the most shocking thing is, I'm a whore. I'm a whore because I have an opinion. I'm a whore because I have different perspective. Or I'm a whore because I choose to see other things in different limelight. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying it is right or wrong, but what I'm saying is, instead of everyone blasting this young girl, they should try and find out why it was done and try to advise, not insult. I kind of feel like, especially in Ghana, and I am in Ghana, I'm not in the UK, especially in Ghana, when something small happens, it's like people are quick to rain an insult on someone instead of trying to find a way to advise someone. Raining an insult on someone is not going to change anything. It's not going to change it. It's not the same thing that happens to this MP daughter that killed herself. And then all of a sudden, there's this anti-bully sign going on. But then right now, it's not the same thing that's happening. So if this young girl kills herself, then what? Then what? All you can hear is, I'm sorry, or oh, the guy now should be, or whoever posted it now should be in trouble. Like, you don't have to wait for something bad to happen, or something tragic to happen for this to be a discussion. I spoke about a little boy getting hit by a car, losing both of his legs. That was never mentioned. Because everyone have a selective hearing and they want to select whatever they want to select out of the video. And apparently my parent didn't raise me well. You don't know me. You don't know my parents. One thing I would tell you for fact is, my parents did do a damn good job, and they raised me very well, and they raised me to be able to see people from a different perspective and be able to tolerate different people and being able to understand people that are not like me, or people that come from different walks of life. It's called having an open mind, not a very narrowed mind. And it's like, right now, as I sit down and I think, why do you feel like a lot of young people do not talk about things, or a lot of young people are going astray? Because of this type of society that we have, it makes it hard for anyone to express themselves. So me expressing myself, I'm all of a sudden labeled as this, what's the word they used?
What, the whore, or which
The
one?
whore, the immoral.
Yeah, that's it. Immoral. No, what was it? I can't even remember. But looking at the comments, you can see that people, like, the comments showed what Nana was talking about, because at the end of the day, people, whether they watched it or not, you can see that they judged on things that they wanted to reply to. Because if you watch the whole thing, you can see that she did not agree with what she done. She didn't agree with Rashida's actions. She just said that, you know, she done what she done, it's finished. But the insults that were being brought upon Rashida is like, how can you expect someone to change if you're not trying to help them? Oh, you bring some soap for her. You go bring some soap. You go take her to school. Like, how can you sit there and insult someone but you're not doing anything? But someone's done a post explaining that. And this is the thing with Ghanaians. Like, it's like, take time, don't rush. Take time to understand what you're seeing. Because many people that have commented have seen the video, rush to comment, and the comments make no sense, because if you watch the video properly, you'll realize that she did not agree with it. She didn't say, oh, leave her alone. She was explaining that the way media portrays people, it's like they basically, people, when Rashida's first video came out, everyone was hyping her out. But no one said everyone in Ghana were doing it, but the majority of people were hyping her out.
The mass, yeah.
And when she did this second video, it's basically what she spoke about in the first video. So she didn't hide who she was. She done everything. So the people that were backing her up shouldn't be judging her, and they're the same people insulting her. So no, Nana didn't say, oh, everyone in Ghana is insulting her. She's explaining that people tend to like follow the crowd. Someone said this is bad, so yeah, this is bad, everyone insult the person. Nana done a video, someone commented, so everyone must comment about. You don't know Nana to be insulting her, you don't know her to insult her about anything. And if your insults don't, like, it doesn't make sense. People be saying things and it's like, do you have common sense? I don't think a lot of people do. Like, a lot of people that commented, if you're gonna comment, at least acknowledge, especially if you're gonna debate. This is a thing that you debate about. One thing, if you're gonna debate, you don't bring someone's personal issue, don't insult someone. Learn to understand that if you have an opinion and you don't agree with something, just be like, okay, I understand your video, I understood this point, but I don't agree with this. That's it. But the way people judge is just like...
And you know the sad thing, the saddest thing about this whole thing is most of these people that really insults are adults.
Yeah.
And then we are the youth that don't respect. So what are you teaching me? You're saying, oh, we're going astray, we're going this, but you're not giving me any better path. So right now, if I sit and insult every one of you that called me stupid, called me a whore, then I will be the disrespectful person. I will be the one that my mama didn't raise me up properly. But then you're forgetting that this respects go hand to hand. You earn respect. You don't demand respect. Just because you're older doesn't mean you know everything. And it's so sad. This is so sad because there's a lot of things happening, and it's not even just... The car is making so much noise. This is not even just with Rashida. This is not even just with Rashida. This is with everything. This is even me coming out talking about something, a different opinion, because I didn't agree with the mass. Then therefore, I'm branded something else. So as a young person, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. Or because I don't agree with you, all of a sudden I'm wrong. All of a sudden my mother didn't raise me up properly. So what are you trying to tell us? What are we trying to tell us? Are we trying... I guess I'm getting the whole effect of, because you're not grown enough, you're not allowed to have an opinion. Am I not allowed to have an opinion? Now when I say 21st century, I mean 21st century, a lot of things are happening that are not morally correct, but they are happening. And we need to learn to talk about them to be able to solve them. But then if everything is behind closed door and back corner, then all of a sudden it's a problem. Being 21st century, things are happening. Girls are going for sugar daddies. No one is talking about that. We're not having sugar babies. Men are having side chicks, or if that is even a term.
Yeah.
No one is talking about that. There's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things that are happening within the youth right now that most adults are not listening to or not even aware of, because everyone has a very narrowed mind. It's very narrow-minded. Do you know how many girls go through even what Rashida went through? Even if she posted it crumpled, do you know the backstory? What about if somebody posted it? Do you know, it's like, oh, but you shouldn't send it to the person in the first place for the person to post it. It's like you saying to someone, what you're wearing contributes to the aspects of you being raped.
I just think that it's knowledge. It's being open to things. This is the thing about being open-minded, because people have a problem with, oh, you guys are just agreeing with what she's doing. No, we're not. We're accepting the fact that in this modern generation, you have to understand there's so many things going on. There's so many different things like going on. Years ago, I will bring it there. Years ago, gay people weren't allowed to be married. In many countries now, it's normal, it's fine, everyone's doing their thing. But you need to understand that there's so many different people in this world. There's so many people that feel like they think differently to you. As much as you think that what you think, the way you live your lifestyle is right, to someone else, it's really not. Their way of life is completely different. So everyone needs to understand that we are all different. And I feel that people, like, they're not open to that. And they're not open to understanding that they may think differently to me, so maybe I should understand their things. Even if you don't understand what she's doing, you don't respect what she's doing, yeah? Insulting her won't change it. It really won't. So the video is out there.
So the insult that I'm getting, why am I getting that insult?
Yeah. I'm trying to understand why you would insult her, because she didn't do a video. She opened her mind and gave an opinion out, and you people want to insult her.
Oh, the best thing is, oh, why don't you post a video of you out?
You would like that, innit? You would. That's what you want. You see, people out there are doing things secretly, but because it's not out there, they can open their mouth and judge people. But
do you know what the funny thing is, right? The funny thing is, most of these people that have the most to say are the same people in my DMs.
publicly trying to acknowledge yourself as one of the others, it's just not cool.
It's not. And I will very much appreciate, you know what, since you guys are gonna have so much problem, I guess you're gonna have a lot of problem with me, because there's so much issues that are going on in Ghana, especially within the youth, and I'm going to talk about and I'm going to address. And if that's a problem, please, this is posted on my page. I didn't ask any blogger to trend it. So therefore, I will appreciate you not clicking on it, you not watching it, you not even try to understand it. You just move on.
If you want to save your data though, someone said that they're wasting their data. I'm not being funny, but no one forced you to. I didn't buy your data. I didn't ask you to click on it. You watched it. Like, no one's forcing you to do anything. You decide to watch it. So if you decide to watch it, open your ears and understand. If you don't like it, go. No one's talking to you. She didn't call anyone up and say, you are doing this, you're doing this. She said the majority, but people want to come back attacking like they were called for.
And the funny thing they said was, it's distasteful. So what are you trying to say? If it was tasteful, it was okay.
Yeah. If it was someone like, I don't know, someone that you people love so much, if it was someone, one of those models or something.
Kim
people,
K.
Yeah. That one, you people watch it. When they share it, you people watch it. But then when it's someone else that you want to hate, you find it so easy. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel that people find it easier to hate than to help someone.
And I'm not trying to defend anyone. It's like, I read the comments and it's shameful that it's coming from adults. It's like, and it's coming from adults, not just in Ghana, but adults from all around. What is really, it's like, I don't even know how to say it without being very rude about it. But what I'm saying is, a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on in this modern world. And it's not the olden days. The olden days, you wasn't allowed to wear certain outfits. You wasn't allowed to talk when other people were talking. Like, there's just certain things that wasn't going on that now it's okay to do. Because at the end of the day, generations are changing, trends are changing. I'm not saying everything is right, but what I'm saying is it is happening. You don't have to accept it, but you have to be able to have an open mind to understand it. To understand how to relate to someone, you will have to bring yourself to their level. You have to bring yourself into their mind space to get what they are saying, or the or what are they even saying? The perception. Like, you need to understand the youth, you will need to bring yourself down to the youth level.
Yeah.
Like, you need to understand right now our mindsets. Where is it? What is going on? The society pressure is different from when it was back in those days. Like, the pressure to even do certain things are different. Like, how we look at life are different. Right now, it's like, for example, a girl cannot even go to a shop and buy a condom, right? But then what refuses to understand that sex are happening. A lot of youth are having sex. It is happening.
So what do you want them to do?
So therefore, what do you want them to do?
People are
then
confused.
if they don't get this protection, they are prone to having many diseases.
Look
and
at
then
Usher. It came out that Usher gave a girl an STD, and everyone's on it like, oh my gosh, she done this. But then at the same time, if it was like someone protecting themselves, they're disgusting, or they're a whore, or they're this, because this is what they're doing. They're looking after themselves. I feel that people don't understand what they want. It's like, do it this way, but then when the person does it this way, people still find a way to get back at them. So at the end of the day, no one's doing anything to make anyone happy, because someone's gonna be angry. Someone's gonna have a problem with it. That's the generation nowadays. There's always someone having one kind of issue. Whether it be little or big, someone has something to say.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, things are happening. That's all I'm saying, is things are happening. A lot of things are going on. It's like right now, even in Ghana, if you walk to the pharmacies to get a condom, then everyone will look at you like, ooh, look at that shower in town. Like, you're a little whore, you're a little this. Let me tell you now, most of your children are not innocent.
Oh please, hundreds of them.
A lot of backdoors abortion are happening in Ghana. But
people
then,
don't know about it. That's the thing. They'll be coming sick, and parents still, like, there's so many things happening undercover, and families don't know about it simply because they can't speak to their parents, or parents, you know, parents that are commenting have this kind of mindset, so their children are now suffering from the mindset. But my problem is, if you are making your children suffer from that mindset, don't bring it online to other people's children, because we were raised properly. We don't do crazy things. We were raised properly. So if you don't like how our mind is, that's your problem. But that's how it is. There's loads of people around the world with an open mind, and having an open mind makes life easier because you learn to understand that things are not always the way you want.
you don't accept it, but you learn to tolerate.
That's the thing. No one's saying, oh, we think is great. We're here with our own minds. We're not going to say, oh, is this, is that, because at the end of the day, we're humans too. Humans are entitled to make their own things. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. We're entitled to do things. But having your opinion, you can have your opinion, but voice them in a certain way to understand that you don't have to accept it, but know that it's happening. That's it. That's all I have to say.
We're gonna do another